Okay, welcome to what I call live demo on the fly. Now this can be done in a restaurant, Starbucks, at your home, at their home, in a meeting presentation, whatever. It works beautifully. The tools, simply some water. If you're at a Starbucks, if you're at a coffee shop or a restaurant, just use your coffee or your tea. Iced tea works great, hot tea works great. But basically what I just do is go get yourself from any store a competitor and competitor's napkins, and the first thing I show people is just simply, most people tear open the bag, they pull one out and they stick this bag under the kitchen sink, or excuse me, the bathroom sink where it's cold and, or excuse me, where it's dark and damp and moist, and that can be a problem because most of these, there are some that are sealed pretty good, but most of them aren't sealed pretty good. You can just show them real quickly that bacteria can get in there, and that can be a real challenge if bacteria touches this napkin anyway and then it's put on in that vulnerable area, and any woman's going to understand that. The second thing is we just show them quickly a big difference right here is, number one, the packaging. There's actually 10 Daytimes pads in here, believe it or not, but sealed twice, basically sealed here. If anything can penetrate that, well, guess what? They're not going to penetrate this. Okay, we set that aside. And we just simply open this puppy up for them. And the first thing they're going to notice is the size difference, especially the thinness of this thing. And guys, just have fun with this. Tear things open, because what you're showing them is what they might possibly be thinking they're going to want to or have to do, perhaps, to do this business. And you don't have to. The website does a good job, but live demos are fun, and they get people involved, and they get people signed up. And so the first thing they're going to notice is I talk about this little green strip, which isn't any other napkin, and we're going to talk about this in a minute. But first, what I want to show you is the absorbency and the ability for this to stay dry versus any napkin on the market. So what I'll do is just take, in this case, I'm using some colored water here, and I just, there's syringes you can use out there and test kits, sample kits and things. I just like to put about 3/4 of an inch in water. If I have a water bottle, I'll just use that and dump it in. You'll get used to about how much it takes to saturate one of these. In this case, I used a little, if I was at home, I might use a little coloring. I'm going to show you my secret here. It's very high tech. It's actually my boy's coloring set, and he was really pissed at me because I brought it home and I almost used up all his blue, which is his favorite color, and mine too. So a little secret there, but you don't need to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is I always start with this napkin here with the Anion, and I just kind of pour. You've seen it before, maybe you haven't, but I'm just going to soak this thing in, spread it around, and you can kind of see the speed at which I'm doing. I actually got some on the side, but that's okay. It'll soak in and still do the job. Now, one of the big differences here, I'm going to try and pour. You can already see it soaking in. Rapid absorption we're going to talk about. And you see here, I'm going to try and do the same, and sometimes what happens is it doesn't have the super rapid absorption, and it can actually roll off the napkin onto the table. So it almost did there. And so rapid absorption is one of the keys here. So we'll set that aside, and now we're going to just take 2 napkin, paper towels, whatever, I got these from the bathroom, and anything will work. And so before I do that is, now this is, you can have them start touching this already, it's almost dry to the touch, but before I do that, I'm going to let it soak in a little bit more, and I'm going to talk about this negative ion strip and just simply say something like, look, negative ions, they're in the air we breathe, they're called the vitamins of the air. This is a super concentrated amount that is emitted from this strip when activated. Activating means either moisture or friction just from normal wear. Okay, so that's what activate this. It goes on for about 48 hours. Not that you're going to wear this for 48 hours, but now some of the health benefits have been shown that, now again, be careful, we're not making any health claims here, but negative ions have been shown to help out, improve the immune system, help kill bacteria and odor. They can help regulate hormones, regulate blood pressure, and quite frankly, the stories coming from these napkins are just phenomenal. It's just incredible. And so I just talk about the negative ions for a little bit. Now this is all good and soaked. You can have people even touch this a little bit, but now here comes the trick. And I don't do it myself. I always have whoever's here, Jim come over or Sally come over, and I just have them, just go ahead and pat on that. And as you can see, I'm barely even touching it. It doesn't take much. You can have Sally come over with another one and do it again. involve them and just have fun with it. Like I say, involve them. Here, Sally, you come over and try it, and put out another, you can put another, napkin out there, and Sally tries it, and it's